Hey everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and having a great day. It is raining very heavily here, so sorry if you hear that in the background. It's literally not my fault. I cannot control it, but you can hear like the drip sometimes. Anyway, so up in the news today, nearly every coin is down at the moment. And I mean every coin. If you look at CoinMarketCap, they're all being pushed down except for two coins, both of which we'll go over in a little bit. But the first one up is Ripple, which has experienced a massive 33% increase in price over the last 2 weeks, which is nuts. This is heavily in part due to the upcoming Swell event, which I believe is on the 15th or 16th, so it's really not that far away. And the future escrow for almost 70% of all the Ripple out there is also coming up. They keep saying Q4. They're not giving an exact date, but people are kind of estimating that it could happen sometime in November. So the rest of the market is being forced down, or simply it seems to be that there's just a lot of noise surrounding two coins at the moment and that everybody is paying attention to. There are a lot of analysts saying that the Ripple charts are showing that it's actually poised to go even higher, as there's no indication at all of a pullback. And we've seen a huge uptick in Ripple interest in Asia over the last week, as well as they've been opening up offices and stuff like that there. So I'm sure that people are starting to catch on, and especially as they read the news more and more every day, they're kind of getting that something is going to happen with this coin. Even when, I don't know if you guys paid attention, this was like a while ago, even when the Swell conference for Ripple was announced about a month ago, the price of Ripple shot up just in anticipation from Twitter. So now we have the actual 3-day conference that is coming up and will actually take place, which a lot of people believe could push the coin up to over 35 cents before the conference even takes place. Ripple hit a price of 39 cents in May, and I believe it pulled back to around 15 cents right before the announcement of Swell, when I think it jumped up to 24 or something like that. So we've gone way past that at the moment. For me personally, everything that's been going on, the Swell event and the escrow, there are a lot. And I mean a lot. If you search online or if you type in Ripple $1 within the last week or two, there are a lot of people keep saying that they think Ripple will be going back to, it hasn't even gone there yet. Ripple will hit $1 by the end of 2017. I've seen a lot of estimates saying the middle of 2018, the end of 2018, but a lot of people think that we could hit it by the end of 2017 if the news from Swell is major. I honestly think before Swell, if this trend continues, I think we will hit around 39 cents, maybe 40 cents. And if any large news is dropping during that 3-day period, and I mean like something like a huge integration, a huge something with them and another major company or another major world government, because we already know that they're having people from the Fed there and the guy, I believe, who created the World Wide Web, which is freaking nuts. I think, me personally, that we will hit around 60 to 75 cents. This is where I think it is heading. If this, like I said, if we get really good news. And then after that, we'll probably experience a bit of a pullback in price to around 50, 40 cents before the escrow takes place. There are a lot of people who are really excited about the escrow, especially large name investors, because, we don't want that much Ripple floating around in the world. I'm not sure if $1 is in the cards this year, but there are a lot of people who thought Ripple would never hit 1 cent. I remember a lot of naysayers, and I kept on telling people before, when Ripple was below 1 cent, to start buying it up. People said it would never hit 1 cent. There were way too many of them. And now they're all saying $1, and look at where we are now. But yeah, next up we have news out of France, who's not usually in the news at all when it comes to cryptocurrencies. We usually hear about tons of other countries. France is apparently in the process of coming up with ways to regulate ICOs within the country. Not surprising, as many other countries have started taking a stance as well, saying what they will and will not do and what kind of regulations they're trying to put on top of it. So from a recent interview with a magazine known as Challenges, someone by the name of Robert Ophele, O-P-H-E-L-E, so Robert Ophele, if you want to pronounce it that way, who is the president des Autorités des Marchés Financiers, AMF. That is the authorized, I actually can't translate that into English. It's called the AMF in France, said that they have been working hard in forming some type of regulations, and they actually want to get to it as quick as possible because they believe that ICOs could be a problem. So the guy was actually asked if he could say anything about what the country might be planning to do. He understands, you can't say everything during the interview, but if they could say something. He said that cryptocurrencies can potentially be a receptacle for everything that should be avoided: tax evasion, money laundering, and financing for terrorism, We've heard that before, but he also says that it has many real world uses such as cash transfers and fast and easy ways to send money around the world. That's only like 10% of it, but he doesn't know that. I don't think a ban is coming, but more of a tax-based regulation like we've seen for the other countries. I don't think a lot more countries will start to ban these things because they're starting to realize that as these things continue to go on and these companies are making 500 million from these ICOs that are going on, the government's also going to get a huge portion of that, especially if they can regulate it. They're going to be able to get these huge paydays as well. And this happens 10 times throughout the year. They're making potentially billions of dollars in a certain way. So there's something that they don't really want to ban. So last up, we have news from Bitcoin. Unlike last time where half the market was panic selling as quickly as possible and they nearly collapsed the price of Bitcoin within a couple days just in anticipation of Bitcoin Cash, as many people were selling in order to buy Bitcoin Cash, not really realizing that they would get more Bitcoin Cash the more Bitcoin that they had. So this caused people to rebuy once again. It looks like now the exact opposite is happening. There's been a major uptick in purchasing of Bitcoin within the last 2 weeks after the entire Bitcoin Gold announcement has come up, which has caused Bitcoin to swiftly pass the $4,600 mark. I think it's now at $4,650. It was just $4,000 like a couple days ago, which is absolutely insane. It's also believed that a huge usage of SegWit on the market has also caused an optimistic tone, if you will, for the project going forward. A large part of the market, like I said, has slumped except for Bitcoin and Ripple. There's a lot of news and excitement around Bitcoin, especially as we get closer to Swell and as we get closer to the end of the month when Bitcoin Gold should be coming out. Even a lot of ICO coins have dropped if you looked at the charts. But once again, these slumps will not last forever. They don't go on for a long term. Like I always say, we have news of good things and bad things coming out, but that can only last for so long because other news will eventually start coming out. There's a huge number of the top 20 coins right now that are basically, for lack of a better way of saying it, they are on sale. If you have some money that you can move around, if you have extra money that you don't, like they always say, never put in more than you can't afford to lose. So if you have something extra, look at the ICO coins, look at all the other coins that have gone down. These things will not stay down forever, especially as November draws near. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for this video. As always, I hope you guys got something from it. I hope you guys are having a great day wherever you might be. And yeah, I will talk to you all soon. See you. Hey everyone, thank you very much again for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys would like to help me and the channel, there are ways to do so in the description below. Thank you very much and talk to you guys soon.